Hello, my name is Lee, and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as German Empire. In previous episode we were helping Britain fight a war against the French, and then after that war ended, we waited for a little while, and then we decided to declare war on Congo, which had defensive bat with France, so we're fighting against the French again. So there's a bit of deja vu, I suppose, here, but we are, of course, winning this war quite easily. And we will hopefully then get Denmark as a vassal because of that, so we'll at least have subject there. We'll have Niger as a colony, although I don't know if having Niger, I don't know if we'll be then automatically giving the stuff to them or not. I'm hoping not, because for the achievement we'll need the states ourselves. Or we need to fully control 10 states, and I'm pretty sure that colonies do not count for that, but it could be that since the achievement was made before the colonial nations were really a thing, maybe it's fixed? Question mark? I honestly don't know. But anyway, in the meanwhile, our fighting going on down here in Africa is going really nicely, and looks like we've taken Congo. We're now going to clear out Gabon, which I believe we are going to be conquering that, right? Yeah. No, actually we're not. Maybe I should have put that in, but it's fine. At least we're getting Congo, then we'll have a border with Portugal, which means that we can then start conquering a bit more land in here. Get even more of the coastline and start expanding further in to there. Got another battle. Oh, Battle of Timbuktu. Are we actually? No, we're not part of that combat. Right then, so that's the British doing sort of all the fighting for us. Oh, right, we are conquering just all of this, aren't we? I suppose if there is enough troops on the front line, then it's fine, I guess. Don't know if there is, to be fair, but I guess we'll worry about that. Now, I advance into France. Oh yeah, we're taking Lorraine already, and we're pushing down to Franche-Comté. Oh yeah, that's going to be an easy victory for us. Oh, right, Congo has the leading commander there. Authorial intent. When a scandal has buzzed around the Progress Party as a piece of reformist fiction written by Bernard Lassalle in his youth has begun to circulate once more, as intuitively written, that is the work's only merit. The Progress Party is going to lose momentum, or... You know what? Sure, maybe Lazar will become a writer or something. But yeah, so let's go ahead and win this. Oh, and there we go. Congo is ours. So now it's just the French that we're fighting. And actually, I do wonder, how much would it cost? We haven't hit the max there. I'm going to start establishing a colony over Lower Congo as well. It's a bit slower down there, I guess, but it should be fine. Is that? And we both have severe malaria. Over here is just not going quite as quickly. I suppose it did to reduce the speed for both of these a bit. It's not the end of the world. So now this one's heading up here to help with the front against Niger. Or Niger. And then... oh, right, yeah, that's actually something that I should do. Reset the production methods in Lower Congo. Also, do we have a port in here? We do. Okay, good. So that's going to give us a bit of infrastructure. And there's also a lot... Well, there's not that many peasants in here. There's not a lot of subsistence farms available, so I guess not a lot of peasants will be here. How's the infrastructure situation? That is actually not too shabby. That will be improving. There we go. So that is a bit more troops heading in there. The French are still at 50 war support. Of course, they probably will be giving up this war eventually. They're losing war support 5 per week. But of course, they can't go below 0 yet because we don't control the capitals that nor the following goals. So, Niger and Senegal. Ooh, and there's aniline. Ah, there we go. We can get the synthetic plants. Now, that would actually be somewhat useful for especially places where we have a lot of textile mills. So, like Brandenburg. Getting one in here just to get some cheaper production of dyes in the state. Definitely wouldn't hurt. Looks like the German textiles are making pretty good money, actually. Looks like the advance towards Paris is also going quite nicely. So we haven't still gotten really that much ground in here. But of course our reinforcements are arriving to the scene. That should be helping a lot. And then we are slowly conquering more and more of the French Senegal. Although I don't know where the capital is. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere over this way. Oh, that is the capital. Okay, Mauritania. Yeah, so we're capturing some more there. We're sinking a lot of convoys. Electrical generation is spreading. Oh. So what did we just get then? Oh, right, yeah, it was the anode then. So we can get electricity. That's going to be very handy, actually. That's going to increase the productions a lot. I do actually wonder, how is our market looking like? So there's still about, you know, a bit shy of 1 million mild starving, or people combating with mild starvation. But beyond that, it's fine. Our balance is really good, actually. We're making a lot of money through our market. Or there's a lot of people buying stuff from our market and all that. And we've got plenty of excess production, I suppose. But there we go. Now we're pushing further into, I suppose, Timbuktu. Looks like the battles over here in Champagne are going quite nicely. Supported garrison refuses orders. Insubordination. Reduce the progress of this secession at least a little bit. I don't know if it's going to have enough impact. I'm hoping that it will at least reduce some of that. Maybe we're going to reduce the taxes a bit further. We'll probably lose a lot of, well, we got 4 million still. Over, well, almost 4 million over the gold reserve limit, so never mind. We're going to afford doing that. Whistle stop tour. Consider party. Is Falia getting... Do you know what? I do want to get the extra throughput over there for the railways. So Consider party does get a little bit extra boost for their stuff there. But it's mostly to make sure that the railways are making a lot of money. Oh, we had a general die, did we? Well, luckily we had a general in there already, so we can have 2. I suppose the supply requisition expert wouldn't be too bad. Give you another promotion, so we'll have 120 battalion capacity once again. We're still going to be winning the battle, most likely. I mean, actually, let's have a look at the casualties at this point. So the French have taken so much more casualties than we have. Admittedly, the war cost is still very much cheaper for them than it is for us. At the same time, we're doing a lot of the attacking in here, so it tends to be a bit more costly. Plus, we got much higher quality army, which also has a massive impact on the pricing. But yeah, so the modern nursing is going to be done in about 3 weeks. After that, we'll be getting the military statistics, and then the monitors, and some of the other stuff. And then we'll go into production again to get some more progress done in here. And then after that, we might go for... So we're getting the trench work as the last one on the list right now. After that, we might want to get the bolt-action rifles, and maybe even the destroyers. Although, I suppose... Ooh, wargaming. Army offense plus 10%. And then morale loss, that would be quite nice as well. So we'll work on some of these areas then next, I suppose. Or after the production text that we are going to be getting. Engaging the people. Momentum for the... SPD. We would get more loyalists in the entire nation from the lower strata, so actually that's not a bad idea. There we go, we've just got a massive boost in there, which might actually reduce... Oh yeah, there we go. The secession will not happen now. It's 99% militant, so it's going to get pretty close to it, but it's not going to get to a full 100 anymore. And advancing over here towards Paris is still ongoing. Slowly, but it is ongoing. Hey, there we go, there's modern nursing. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be using that too much because we don't have a steady supply of opium necessarily, at least not for the time being. Hold on a bit, so that's in military. Let me just double check that if there was anything else in that directly. No, it just unlocked the field hospitals. So we've got the first aid, but not the field hospitals. Ooh, there we go. Progress Party was the winning party now. Let's go ahead and reform the government then. Oh. Well, actually, the current one is still... Oh, there's so many of them that want to join the Progress Party. How about with that bit? Oh boy, that would be pretty bad. It'll still be 4-1. You know, I'm going to take that. It's not great for passing laws, perhaps, but I think it might actually help us in the long run. Could we actually... Oh, hello. Right, assembly. I mean, there would be quite a bit of opposition for that, so that probably wouldn't work. I could turn into Presidential Republic, maybe. Or the... Landowners would be very much opposed to that. So would be the church. Royalist movement, reactionary movement. What are the voting laws? Oh. A census suffrage, that could be quite useful. Or we can even go for the universal suffrage. There would be a little bit opposition for that, but it's not too bad. You know what, let's give it a go. We'll start reducing the... Oh, monitors are spreading, there we go. That's not the one that we're researching right now. We're getting the military statistics. But that is still going to be quite handy. Standard living has been going a bit up and down with all the wars that we're fighting, which kind of makes sense. admittedly. So the legitimacy, we kind of need to keep the taxes at least fairly low to make sure that the legitimacy doesn't drop too far, because right now it's unacceptable government. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not great either. I suppose that does increase the radicals, doesn't it? At least to some degree. Right, at this point we're just going to go out and speed up a little bit, because the fighting is going to be going very much in our favor. It's just a matter of when rather than if we're going to win this. But oh, did we lose a general over there? Oh, we got the H. Oh, all discovered in Elba. Okay. How much do we have there? That is another 18. Okay. We don't use the oil too much yet, mind you. But it's good to have. Oh, there's a lot of food industries underway. Very nice, very nice. Speaking of which, how is the food security? It's still, like, yeah, it's still about 1% in there. It looks like Brunswick could use a bit more railways. Which, well, I mean, it's, oh, it hasn't hired enough people there right now. Well, that might be part of the reason then. Oh, and we're fighting for Paris already. How much is that going to be actually progress on occupying the state? 26%, okay. So we got, is that only, yeah, that's the only step right now into there thus far. Of course, it will be increasing a bit further. And our fighting against the French in Africa is still going quite nicely. Did we get the, oh yeah, we got both of the armies in here. I suppose what I could do is I could actually just go and transfer one of these to the western front over here. Wait, am I not allowed to move? You know what about if I move you over here? Yep. Oh, you can't reach there for... Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and conquer more in here. I mean, it could be that they were stuck in a combat or something, but that's still a little bit weird. Yeah, we're definitely pushing in there. We've still got plenty of condos, actually. Do we spend... No, we don't spend any points in trade agreements right now. We do still need a lot of bureaucracy, mind you, but I suppose we've got quite a few administration centers being built in Brandenburg, and then I believe we've got some more being built later on in... it was Westphalia? Yeah, in Westphalia we're going to get a few more. So the bureaucracy issues that we have is not going to be that bad. Not in the long run, anyhow. Oh, how much is this going to be? Another 26%? I believe we've got now 50... Oh, and that is a massive combat, and... Oh boy! He had more than... Well, not quite. 8 to 1. Ratio with the starting manpower there. Ooh, rubber discovered in Nigeria. There we go. So we are getting a pretty good amount of rubber. Yeah, that's fine. How much do we actually have? 24, okay. We'll get another few. And actually, how much do we have rubber available in the market right now? Is there still a abundance of it or not? Because if there isn't... Hold on a minute, I must have missed it up here somewhere. Yeah, there's a small shortage. But what we can probably do is... upgrade another... which one of these tooling workshops do we want to upgrade? The leisure. They use a lot of tools in here anyway, so getting the extra tool production in there is probably going to help, because they do have a huge amount of mining in here. Or in a sea of anger. We'll gamble. Oh, well. It's going downwards. So it did hit 100, but technically speaking it should be going downwards, but I don't know if it's going to fire. Oh yeah, they started the diplomatic play. Alright then, do we have armies in here that we could maybe spare? Maybe we'll send this one down there. We'll need to go and put down a rebellion. As one does. There's a bit of a, like, there's a good chance that the other option would have failed as well. So I figured that I would at least take the one that has a high chance of reducing the radicalism or the progress of that secession, but oh well. Now, the French, are they willing to take the peace deal yet? Well, actually they would be. Well, let's get out of this war then, shall we? There we go. Yeah, we conquered the Congo. German Niger is now a vassal. I don't know if that can... Oh, they're a bit antagonistic towards us. I wonder why. Perhaps we should go ahead and just... Oh, I can't improve relations with them. Never mind. All the other armies, I suspect what we can do is we can just demobilize at this point. We'll leave the Colonial army, and then everything else can probably just stand down for now. There we go. That should cut down on the expenses quite a bit. Investment port is still running a little bit dry. It's not the worst, but yeah, it's not exactly ideal situation over there. So what's the next secession movement? I don't know, actually. Well, they're not trying to secede right now, I suppose, so that's fine. And the enemy over here have very little organization. Manpower, they've got some, but yeah, they are definitely outnumbered, of course. Oh, well, there we go. That's a massive amount of money coming in again. Let's reduce the taxes even further. Universal suffrage is... Oh, I suppose that does increase the legitimacy a little bit. It's not enough to get to the next stage. About 50 legitimacy, but it's at least a little bit better situation there than what it could be. Ooh. Intelligentsia petitioned the government for laissez-faire. Ooh. I mean, I'm not necessarily entirely opposed to that. Free trade wouldn't necessarily be too bad either, to be fair. Before I decide, let me have a look at the support for those laws. I suppose, I don't know if I'll be able to see it through here. Oh, actually, there's not fairly decent support for laissez-faire, so yeah, we could promise that, I suppose. Although, I suppose, Brewfolk would be somewhat radicalized by that. Currently, anyway. I suppose, yeah, we could probably promise that. That would allow us to get another company. Unfairly denied entry. Automatic people in Baden. You know what? Everyone must be allowed. We've got a bit of authority to spare. Well, landowners aren't particularly happy anymore. I'm hoping that I can start reducing their power. We've still got the tenant farmers, though, so it's not exactly ideal situation there, but I suspect that that will eventually be sorted out. Oh, right, we are getting the... Oh, another synthetic plant. Is this... Oh, that is not built by us. That's the private sector building it. Well, I suppose if they got... Yeah, they got a few textile mills in here, so getting the dye production local is actually not a bad thing. Not at all. I'm guessing... Oh, we do need quite a bit of grain in our market. Admittedly, we still have a decent food security. Universal League has been founded by Spain. Who's in that? Spain, Philippines, Cuba, and Haiti. Oh, I suppose that does make sense. I've still got quite a bit in for me. I don't think I can invite anyone in right now. Argentina, they do like me. We've got a little bit of leverage over them. Or would they perhaps take the embassy in there? Not yet, no. Let me just double check. Oh, we are number one in... or number one great power again. Good. So we still owe an obligation from Dahomey. But what I could do is just gonna go ahead and absolve the obligation. There's not really much that I need from them directly. And there's the uprising. Well, we got the armies already ready to start advancing. The enemy still has a very low organization. Desperate allies. Universal suffrage has sat in a deadlock. The intelligence have advocated for enlisting Finland the South assistance rallying the petite bourgeoisie in favor of the government. Sure. We'll take another 20% success chance there, so now we've got 36 at least. And the petite bourgeoisie is getting even more popularity, and we've got the first battle going on. They don't have even a general over there, or no commander for that, so yeah, that's going to be quite a bit easy for us. We're still making money as well, which is kind of bizarre, considering that we have low or very low taxes right now. Yeah, I suppose it depends a bit on like how much we're constructing and all that, but yeah, we might even increase the construction speed further. How's the... Oh, right, Denmark's got a bit of a revolution brewing. I suppose what I could do is just go ahead and mobilize one of these armies. Head over there, so that's going to cost... Oh, yeah, it's going to cost us a little bit, of course, but it's not too bad. There we go. Oh, we have lost a bit of GDP, but that's fine. So for the hegemon, we probably won't get that one. We won't really have that large portion of the global population, unless we can get someone like China into our thing. I wonder, actually, how is our relations with Jing anyway? I believe we've got embassy with them. No, we do not, actually. Oh, do we? I don't think we have an interest set up in there. No, we do have southern China, okay. We could declare a few more. Let's see. Don't necessarily need one in there. Maybe North Africa wouldn't hurt. And then maybe we'll put... Oh, right. Wait, Madras. How do we have interest in Madras? Did we inherit something? We'll have a look at that in a moment. We could probably put in one in... Put one in Bombay. Do some more trading in there, potentially. Oh, Denmark's got a... right, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Kind of. Speaking of which, let's actually go ahead and improve relations with Denmark. get them at least be on our side. Actually, speaking of which, we've got now 2 subjects. Niger is currently gaining a lot of liberty desire. Actually, because of infamy. They're not too dependent on us right now, although I think that is probably increasing. Oh, I could demand annex country as well. We're not going to do that yet, but that is something that we'll keep as an option. Oh, Denmark is a puppet already. Oh. So we could potentially annex them as well if need be. Although, you know, if I annex them, maybe give Sweden some areas. Some money or something, I don't know. Looks like the war in... war against the uprising is, well, as suspected, it is going quite nicely. We have managed to reduce the amount of radicals down to 3.5 million now. So that might actually start reducing the amount of wars that we need to fight in here. And let's go ahead and set up the production methods again, or reset the production methods over there. That should be good. And now, well, I suppose we've still got that socialist revolt over here in Denmark. One army should... Oh, hold on a minute, is that... Oh, no. Where's that army right now? You... we'll just return to there, and you can be demobilized. I don't need you to sail all the way back to Europe to do fighting in here for a small revolt in Denmark. We do have another army, though. My goodness, that's a 9th army, so that's also in Niger. Ooh, Eastern Java, they've found some rubber there. But let's go ahead and assign this to the Colonial army. And then there's the 8th army. Which I guess that's in Congo. Oh, right, so that can't be assigned to that one. I guess we'll start building a 2nd Colonial army then. Here we are, so now we've got 2 of them. Of course, this one isn't probably not very high. Oh, right, and really should be probably upgrading the infantry there. And I guess the cavalry as well. And we'll need a commander for this open terrain commander. Seems like a potentially smart idea, although I suspect this would probably get a lot of jungles up here, so maybe not that good of a general in here in particular. It looks like the colonies over here are growing at least, although not necessarily that quickly. How quickly is the British Congo growing? It's still going to take a 300... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not that bad. Well, not that great, so yeah, I was thinking that it would be worse for us, but no, that's... We actually are expanding faster than they are. Of course, the British have a lot more colonies that they are trying to spread into, or spread further. It looks like the first battle is, well, they've got a decent defense in there. Which, admittedly, at this point, with a Western army, that's kind of to be expected. How far are we? So, the military statistics is not too far off. There's 3 more months. After that, we'll get the monitors, so we can upgrade all the frigates to monitors. And we'll get the self-propelled torpedoes, which does unlock the torpedo boats. And then we can get the reinforced concrete, improve fertilizer, and a few of the other production things. But overall, we're actually in a pretty good situation here. Oh. Right, some slaves are... Oh. What the heck is this? Oh, Oman is having a revolution. I'm going to declare neutrality over there. And then in Indonesia, I suppose the Dutch are part of that. If they really want me to join in there, I don't think they will. Oh, and Haiti is having an uprising. Alright then, oh, I'm leading towards them, but I haven't joined in. And they haven't called me in either. I suppose we are allied, so it makes sense. We'll keep that open as a possibility for them to call us in. Oh, France is embargoing us. Are we having any trade routes that are now no longer active? No, we've already stopped trading with the French ages ago. I do actually wonder, though, is there something that would have a very good supply right now? I suppose we've got plenty of oil. That's for sure. Got a decent bit of sulfur. We've got a whole lot of tools as well. Oh, we could export some of that to the Chinese market. Or the Russian... we'll export that to the Chinese market. Could probably export to the Russian market as well, but we'll start with the Chinese, and then I suppose... Let me just double check. So, would they not be willing to take a embassy? They would not. Let me have a look at why. We are infamous. Wait, are they... Oh, right, because their GDP is more than 2 million, right. They are economically independent from us. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we'll try to keep good relations with them at least. Oh, and Japan is part of the Russian market. by the looks of it. That's a bit unfortunate. Right, but did we... I thought I'd... let's give it another go. Must have gotten... Yeah, we can remove that conscript there. We don't really use them. We kind of do want to get a little bit artillery for this army, though. There's getting one right now. So hold on, how much is that? That's already 34. And it's got another 9, technically speaking, underway, I guess. We'll wait for a while before we start increasing that size of that army. But we might get that to like 50 or 60 battalions total. Oh, we're getting a sulfur mine down here in Niger. Oh, right, yeah. So we are actually investing in... Or could I invest in Denmark? I don't know if it's going to be... Yeah, we could invest in there. I don't know if it would be particularly valuable. How's the infrastructure levels in there, first of all? No, they got plenty. And they are part of our market. Good. Right. Is there anything that would really be worth it? I can't fund in buildings that they don't have yet, I don't think. Or can I? No, probably not. I suppose a tooling workshop could be somewhat valuable. That would reduce the profitability quite a bit. Of course, they don't really have enough workers in most of these, so that would be kind of pointless then, I suppose. But the war against the revolt is almost over. I suspect that they will soon enough fall. Thinking a whole lot of convoys as well. Suppose the army... Well, yeah, I suppose they... Oh, hold on a minute. They probably control some other areas somewhere. But we control, presumably, their capital. Yeah, they're losing points very quickly. Actually, no, I don't know if they control anything else. But they haven't given enough yet, for whatever reason. Maybe we were a bit too quick. Artistic Expressions. A popular South German newsletter has released a statement by Hurrahs Verisenus, endorsing several poets known for their sympathies for the petty bourgeois interests. We get 7% success chance or 5%, and we improve the... No, let's take the 7% chance. There we go. So now we got 43%, almost 44% actually, chances of progress in the law. So we can get the slightly more open voting laws going on. What are we building now? Okay, we're getting a lot more tooling workshops, that's for sure. How are we looking on rubber? Do we still have a lot of it? Do we have a shortage of it? We do have a small shortage of it. Oh, and the social revolt is now in default. Alright, now we are not able to force them to surrender yet. But yeah, I suppose it's just a matter of waiting. Oh, the main army is missing a general. Alright then, let's get the armed forces option. Oh, expensive. Or experienced offensive planner. Not expensive. But yeah, so we'll get that one for sure. The Homian Prince, we could use a bit more railways. And even with the very low taxes, we're still making a huge amount of cash. It's somewhat insane. Oh. What is this then? Congo National Movement. They are fairly militant, but it's not going to be a secession yet. Military statistics unlocked, so that's a bit more organization gain. That's quite nice. And it unlocks better training laws for the barracks. Let's do that. That does mean doubling the amount of officers. There we are, so that's a bit more. The Danes, well, the revolt is almost over. At least, and the amount of radicals, we still have 3.5 million. We've got almost 14 million loyalists, though. So things are on the rise. Where is it across Elbe? The BBA National Movement has organized mass protests across the Elbe region. While the protests have remained peaceful for now, local authorities have raised concerns about possible violence. We can either allow them to air their concerns, which means we will get a bit more radicals from political movements in that particular state, but some of the pops will become more loyalist. You know what? We'll allow them to air their concerns. It might reduce the militancy, and also maybe reduce the, well, at least momentarily reduce the radicalism. It might still be increasing. We've got over 55 million population already. That's definitely on the rise. We still got the government administration building somewhere on the list here, right? And we've got some naval bases. Oh, yeah, there they are. We are going to be getting several new rubber plantations as well, which we can then start using to making even more tools or luxury clothing or whatnot. Actually, how are we looking on silk? I suppose that's a bit of a good question. Oh, we got plenty. I suppose that is all imported. No, we got actually silk plantations somewhere. Oh, right, it's the Danish port over here. Can I actually fund more into there? I probably could. Unfortunately, I can't change the thing in there, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and fund in at least one more. More silk into the market is good. There's a bit of revolution in Finland. Oh, oh. So Finland is currently, I think, just in Åland. Alright then. Sure. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.